Nami usoma vitabu juu chenye na face najua kuna msee amepitia.
What's up, good people? How are you doing? Kama K, it's your boy Fortunate, and this week I want to review a book by one and only Pastor Welly Odendo. I don't know if he's now bishop, but the book is called Breaking the Back of Luck. Breaking the Back of Luck. Breaking the Back of Luck. He's a guy born in Kenya, and he's the lead pastor to Life Call Churches. The church is at Outer Ring Road, near Mtindwa, Donholm, just along that side. And they also have other branches. They have another branch in Kitengela, and they also have another branch in Kisumu. He's been a pastor for a while, and he pastors guys like Amos and Josh. Just to mention a few, but he's a very, very approachable man of God. So this book, Breaking the Back of Luck, I was very, very fortunate enough to get it. I mean, he signed it for me. Look at it. So he says, to Eutychus, fortunate in all thy getting, get wisdom. Evangelist, EV, Welly Odendo, author, pastor. Forgotten the date, but he had come to church one evening, and that's why I got to buy this book. So the book is about breaking the back of luck, roadmap to wealth, and I think this is a very, very interesting book. Very interesting book. It has 8 chapters, and it talks about the different mindset that someone needs to have as they are pursuing wealth. And it starts with one thing that is very, very pertinent, and it's choice. It says that poverty is a choice. Man, this one really got to me, Annie. That poverty is a choice, and what we see really affects us. What we think really affects us. So he uses the analogy of Joshua and the spies who went to the promised land, and they came back, and it is because of their eyes. So sometimes how we view ourselves in regards to wealth and poverty really, really is the main problem in our way to getting wealth. And there is a lot of nuggets in this book. So it has 8 chapters, and the book is very, very simple. Like, you can read it in a day or two. It has only 86 pages. So it's something that you can really delve in and gain a lot of wisdom. However, me, I would read this book, I just read one chapter, and I'm like, no, that's enough nuggets for the day. So yeah, as always, maybe you should know that any good book actually packages something that you know in a new way. Any good book, for real, they're not telling you something that you've never heard of, but they have a way of putting it in a way that you have never thought of before, or in a way that sounds novel and new to you. So this book is one of those books. But typical of Kenyan books, it is very, very, and he speaks the truth in love. Like, you read this book, and it will give you a very big reality check of where you are, and what you can do to maybe move from point A to point B. So I'll just pick some few nuggets. This says, the mind does not change itself. Therefore, you cannot wait until it's ready and willing to change. As a lazy and comfort-seeking organ, the brain carries the mind. The brain which carries the mind seeks to escape from changing through slumber and slothfulness. Thus, it must be intentionally disciplined for it to have structure and to benefit you in wealth creation. If the mind lacks discipline, it creates chaos in all areas of your life. This chaos is mainly seen by how you prioritize your expenditure whenever you have some money with you. For money only magnifies who you are on the inside. The indisciplined mind coaxes you into laziness by constantly distracting and drawing you away from doing and thinking about the important things. Amen. So yani, we have to discipline our minds yani, when it comes to wealth yani. It's all our mind really we need to work on our minds, and that's what the Welly is saying, like. And then there's another one is poverty is sustained by hopeful inertia. Hey man, scale. Poverty is sustained by hopeful inertia, a sense of all will be well without getting into any well thought out actions that can generate revenue. So poverty seems to find shelter globally among practicing religious relics who have abrogated themselves to divine intervention as their sole avenue to wealth creation. Amen. So okay, in simple terms, yani, that we can no longer be having that mindset that everything will be well. You know, there's always this thought, manze, vitu zita change. But we have to actually be mindful, and we have to put our faith into action. And the difference he puts across the difference between religion and faith, and he says that faith is always improving what and who you are. Like faith, when you have faith, you'll actually improve what and who you are. So whatever is around you, you'll have to improve it. And this really hit me big time, man, big time. Another one is faith is a wealth creator, while religion is a poverty perpetrator. So religion is focusing on doing something to appease God. You know, you're like, I want to do this to appease God. I want to do this to appease God. Whereas faith comes with an understanding that it is a relationship with God. So faith is actually saying that God has given you a lot, and so what you're doing is actually being faithful with being a good steward. Yeah, well, I don't want to use the same word. Being a good steward of what God has given you. So what God has given you, when you use it to His glory, you are actualizing faith. You know, reminds me of this parable of the talents. And we know the past person was given 5 talents, he went and doubled it up. The other one was given 2 talents, he went and doubled them up to got 4. And then there was this one guy who felt like, hey God, this boss is just an evil guy. And so the story tells, the story reminds me of that. Like, if we have a bad mindset about what God has given us, we won't be able to move from poverty to wealth. And the punchline of this book, it says like, poverty is a condition and not a position. Your current position is only an indicator of your internal conditioning. Stop craving increase in your material possession without improving yourself. So this book, I don't know if it's still available, because I remember that day he said that this book will not be, this edition was like the last and final printer. But I think this book is really nice. And if you can happen to meet Rev Welly Odendo, please tell him that this book yani changed your life. So if you can get this book, yani, make sure you do. I'll try to post the links of Rev on the description so that you can go follow him. And most of all, yani, thank you for the love, yani. And if you have a book that you want me to review, please do so, because there's a lot of books that we can go through. But I think for today, it's been a great honor, and I'm so happy and humbled to have shared this book review with you. Otherwise, stay fortunate. God bless you. Peace out.